Okay, welcome to the next lesson. It is about steps, moving forward, moving backward, sideways. The Korean word is bobob. Bob is a word you will hear a lot. It means method. Bo is a little bit like direction, so where do you want to go? The method of moving from one place to the other place. We can do it both from a defensive stance and from an offensive stance. First, it's important to know, why do we even need this? Okay, the person who controls the distance in a fight is also the person who controls the pace of the fight and who actually just controls the fight. So if you are the one who controls the distance, if you control how far away your opponent is from you or how close you are to him, that's very, very important. So for you to be able to move fast, adequately, keeping in balance and all stuff is like 90% of the fight. So if this is wrong, it's very difficult to make a good fight. So there's 3 distances that we work with. First one is like the long distance, or we call it like the minimum safe distance. And that is in an unarmed fight, 2 arm lengths apart. So if I take Bob here, this is 1 arm length, here's 2 arm lengths. Bob is now at the minimum safe distance. It means I cannot hit Bob directly. I have to move forward if I want to hit him. So that gives Bob time to respond. If we're in the medium distance, which we say is about 1 arm's length, now I can attack Bob directly. So that gives him very little, if no time, to respond to my actions. So what you see is that a lot of punching and kicking takes place in distance number 2. And then there's the close distance. So there's like no arm's length. This is where grappling takes place and a lot of the locks takes place. So as a person who wants to learn martial arts and wants to learn how to defend himself, you should be able, if you find yourself in trouble in spot number 1, you want to be able to move to distance number 2 or even distance number 3 very fast. Or if you are in distance number 3 and you want to enter, like you see a spot, you want to be able to move to distance number 2 very fast. So you should be able to switch between distances fast, but of course, while you do it, you want to keep your body structure, you want to keep your balance. It's all about placing yourself in a better position. So, then there's 2 ways, there's probably more, but like we look at 2 ways to move. One is steps and one is slides. Let's start with slides. Slides is where one foot moves forward, the other one follows. So this is a slide step. A normal step is where you place 1 foot in front of the other. Okay, so our basic way to make steps, what's important, let me get a little closer to the camera, is when you make a slide step, your foot goes forward, heel touches the floor first, then you push your foot down, and while you do it, your other foot actively follows. So you're not just dragging it with you, no, it actively follows. So it's heel, push your foot down, rear foot actively follows. When you're going back, it's ball of the foot, push down, front foot actively follows. 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. So when you step, actually the same way, ball, 1. Oh, sorry, so this like forward is like heel, follow, backward is ball, and then follow. These are for front and back steps. Side steps are not that different. It's my front foot steps sideways. So this direction, heel, slide. If my right foot, in this case, or my rear foot steps, ball, slide. 1, 2. With slide steps, we usually make a little duck. 1, 2. So you're going down. So imagine like a punch coming and you're moving under. 1, 2. So these are the slide steps. You can also do them from the defensive position. So forward, return to your position, backward, return to your position. Sideways, return, sideways, return. Yeah. So again, I want to stress how important it is to get your steps right. You cannot move adequately. You cannot be the person who controls where you are when you want to be, where you want to be. You know, like you're losing. So being able to move adequately is important. So let's look at these steps one more time. So from offensive position, forward, return to your position, backward, return to position, to the left, return to the right, return. So 1, return, 2, return, 3, return, 4, return. Okay, so again, practice it. It seems very simple, very easy. Later when we add techniques, you will definitely notice how important it is to get your steps right. Yeah? So these are the basic steps. In later courses, we'll do a lot more other steps. And in the next lesson, we'll look at 3 special steps: the circle, the flow, and the harmony steps, which form the basis of hankido. So again, probably very important. Looking forward to the next lesson.